For this lesson, you need to open the sample file Inventory 12 from your Sample Files folder. This is the worksheet that you created in Lesson 2.3, when we used Excel's fantastic automatic subtotal feature to quickly add subtotals to a range. Unfortunately, automatic subtotals have two problems. The first is that they only work with ranges. They don't work with tables. And the second problem is that you have little control over the formatting of the subtotal data. Data consolidation can overcome both of these problems by allowing full control of formatting, along with the ability to work with both ranges and tables. So let's begin by removing the automatic subtotals from the range. To do that, I click anywhere in the range, then it's Data on the ribbon, in the outline group Subtotal, and I click the Remove All button, and the subtotals vanish. Next, I'll convert the range into a table. To do that, it's Insert from the ribbon, and in the Tables group, Table, and the range has now become a table. I'm now going to use the consolidation feature to subtotal by category. To do that, I'll first select the cell in which I want my consolidated values to appear, then it's Data on the ribbon, and in the Data Tools group, Consolidate, and the Consolidate dialog appears. Excel needs to know which field I want to consolidate on, in this case category, and also the labels for each of the subtotals. These will be the values along the first row. So I'll first tell Excel to use the labels in the top row and the left column. And for my data range, I'll click in the reference box and I'll click in cell B1. A quick way to select this range is Control-Shift right arrow and Control-Shift down arrow. And I've now selected a range in which the leftmost column is the column I want to subtotal on, and the row along the top are the labels for each of the subtotals to be produced. The final setting is the sum function, which is of course the function I want, because I want to add up all of the values for each category. I click the OK button, and you can see that subtotals appear in a range beginning at cell I1. The redundant columns are J, K and L, because I don't want the subtotals from those columns, so I'll delete them. And you can see that I've got the total in stock and the total value for each category in the table. Now I want to put the average values for each category alongside the total values. To do that, I'll use the consolidation feature again by clicking in cell L1, which is where the subtotals will begin, then click Data tab on the ribbon and Consolidate, and the range is still there from before, B1 to G70, that's fine. But instead of using the sum function, I'll use the average function, and this time the redundant columns will be L, M, N and O, which I'll delete, and I'll change the labels at the top of the columns to average in stock and to average value. The formatting in column L doesn't look very nice. It would be nice to show whole numbers instead of decimal places, so I'll select all of those cells and click Home on the ribbon in the Styles group Cell Styles, and I'll apply the (0) style, which removes all the decimal places and adds a comma after thousands if necessary. There's an important limitation of using the consolidated feature, and that's that it cannot link the results to the values in the table. If I was to try this, here's what would happen. I'm going to say create links to source data, and Excel politely informs me that you can't do that. So the values will only be a snapshot of the current values in the table. If you wanted to refresh them, you'd have to delete the existing values and then run the consolidate feature all over again. Well, all that remains now is to save your work, and I'm going to save with the new name Inventory 13, and as usual, I'll save to the folder above my Sample Files folder. I click the Save button, and you've now completed Lesson 2.6. Use data consolidation to generate quick subtotals from tables.